Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Test, test. 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 Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Anyone there? Hello? Anyone here? Can I hear myself? Test, test, test. Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Anyone there? Can anyone hear? Test, test, test. Can I hear myself? Test, test, test. Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Can I? Anyone hear? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Anyone hear? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Test, test, test. Anyone there? Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Can everyone hear me? Anyone hear? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Anyone hear? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Test, test, test. Anyone there? Can everyone hear me? Anyone there? Can I? Anyone hear? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Anyone hear? Test, test, test. Hear myself? Test, test, test. Anyone there? Can everyone hear? Anyone there? Okay. Anyone there? Can I? Anyone hear? I am so sorry. Hey, that should be fixed. I apologize to whoever was here who had to get their ears exploded. Tazon Day. Anyway, welcome whoever's here, anyone who joins. I am Luci DAmore, and I'm gonna be grinding some GM solo. I hit top 500 last season, and my goal is to reclaim top 500, maybe climb a little bit higher. We'll see. Spent a lot of the early season grinding, actually not grinding, but being a little under the weather, so not being able to grind, so the opposite. So yeah, we're gonna try to get back to MA today. So we'll see what happens. If we have any questions, if anyone has any questions about what I'm playing, why I'm playing it, my thought process, exactly behind the deck choices, I'll probably end up going through it during the stream, just kind of naturally. But we'll see. Let's get started. I'll probably also adjust decks here and there, depending on what I'm seeing, because that does change quite a bit in Global Duel. Let's go with a Snape ban with this lineup. Yeah, let's just go with my Snape. I really do not like the Snape decks, but it's just kind of an unfortunate requirement of the meta that you bring one, at least lately. Okay. Let's just wait up the mana. So this is Hermione or Hagrid, right? Okay, it's Hagrid.
Right, I'll try. Here goes nothing. Time turner. Swelling solution. Essence of vision. Inflating.
Okay, just poke, poke, poke. And poison. Take a little bit of poke here. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Cycle. Let's get up here.
Time turner.
Your totem locomotor.
Swelling solution. Swelling solution.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Inflating.
Fantastic bomb.
It's a little bit of a rough start. Just mainly just can't panic.
Inflatus.
I'm still new to the strategy in general, so I know I'm going to be making mistakes.
That's not how you play Wizard's chess. Thunderbird.
Just trying to remove his safe zone. So if he has no place that's safe for him, then it'll help me long term as far as pushing him back.
Just get this over with. Time turner.
I do need to start making a push, otherwise I am gonna just get like I'm gonna have not enough life to survive the long term. Yeah, I'm just taking way too much. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to win this, but it's definitely potentially winnable.
Really, just another exam.
Yeah, I was trying to wait for a better opportunity for that, but I kind of had to drop it there. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be an L. It happens. First game of the day, anyway. I haven't warmed up at all, so that's fine. Oh yeah, this is from threes because I had threes daily. Wanted to get that out of the way. Okay. Anything? I guess the big thing you want to like note there. Oh, I haven't tested this out. This is somebody I dueled and I wanted to try it out, but I think I wanted to modify it. I forgot to do that. Yeah, I am not a fan of the boot in this list. Okay, let's do a little modification because this is very similar to what I used to run with twins. So I was like curious about what I may want to maybe swap with, and I've been wanting to try with Opal Eye a little bit, and I was intrigued by the Thunderbird tech, which like people have been kind of throwing out here and there, but I think with Opal Eye it kind of makes a bit more sense maybe, because it's a flying unit, so it just, unlike Locomotor, it's a little bit harder for a Locomotor to like really benefit from this because it's so easy just to pick them off with like pixies and such. So yeah, I think the only thing I really want to consider is book. And do I want Niffers, or do I want like some other cycler? Because this deck needs a cycler, it doesn't matter what cycler. I think because of the amount of pressure you can put on between the the Opal Eye, the Matagots and such, I think Niffler is the right cycler because you may actually get gold back from it on like other decks. So, but also like it's still like a decent just like chuck and see what happens. Do I like the... No, I do not like McGonagall. I'm just not a fan of her outside of when I have a level 13 twins. Everything else is fine. I'm fine. I'm happy with everything else. Just double check what I have going on here. Yep. This is something else I'm trying out, which is kind of like you've got a lot of big bodies that are kind of like soaking up soaking up the what's it called? I can't believe I have to go to this guy's name because I'm Obscurus, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's just to kind of soak the Obscurus damage, and then kind of fight back. This also soaks up thunderstorms really well, both these units, and then you just got like a little bit of CC, a little bit of clear, kind of just controlling the game. What do I have for companions on this? Oh yeah, this has been meaning to be Ron for a while. I keep forgetting to swap that. Yep, I think that's it. Is there any changes I want to make to the Steam Deck after that game? I don't think so. I mean, I'm still kind of hesitant on if Snitch should be in here or not. But I wanted to try it out. So, it might just be better off with something else. Also, again, like, I am still kind of, like, figuring it out. Like, I'm trying to think, maybe actually, should this be a 4? I think it should just be a 4, actually. Like, probably just Incendio. Because then we have, like, the combo of, like, actually using this with, like, as offensive power. Because right now it's pretty much just defensive. Right? So now we have, like, 3/4 combo, and you know we still also have like this and this, so, and even that, right? So yeah, okay, let's try this. Let's do that like one mod. I think that's going to be better off because we already have like 2-3 cyclers in this list, this version that I have. So I think if no one shows up or like really chats, I might take a moment to just kind of like talk over like a tier list for this season. Now that things have kind of updated a bit and I've played a bit more, but we'll see because I haven't played that much. Jeez, this is the lineup where I was like trying to think exactly what I want to do. I think it's actually correct to hit Hermione here. I think we gotta go twins. Yeah. Yep. Little annoying because I was expecting. Actually, I don't think I should have expected Snape to get through. Okay, let's probably build up some mana. We've got
make up your mind.
got Cassie to kind of stop any kind of. Okay, so this is 99% certain. This is
Antipodian Opalon.
Here goes
Niffler, this, and this.
Cornish Pixie.
Okay, he's gonna stack this up, but he took a lot of damage in the process.
Monster Bird.
Atmosphere charm.
Thunderbird. Just get this over with.
Time.
Okay, just one from over here.
Niffler.
Antipodian Opalon.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Cornish Pixie.
Yep, just gotta have to take this out.
Good luck.
Okay. Back up.
Expulso.
Yep, that's fine. No reason to burn a movement there.
Atmosphere charm.
Okay. Step down.
Fantastic Bomb.
This.
Crucio.
Just get rid of that. 5 for 5.
Time turner. What do you want?
Okay.
Swelling sweep. Now you're in trouble.
Weird.
Madagascar. Cornish Pixie.
Yeah, taking a bit of chunk, but I think him having burnt all that,
Fantastic Bomb.
that should give me a chance here.
Monster Bird. Niffler. Just another exam.
Yeah.
Thunderbird.
Time turner. Niffler.
Cornish Pixies. Madagascar.
Swelling sweep.
Swelling Solution.
Swelling sweep.
Okay. It is what it is. Yeah, that being the first game with that deck, I can certifiably say I'm not a fan for my playstyle. It just doesn't feel like I have the right agency. So I'm just going to go back to my list. I just wanted to try it out, and you can't really try it out in practice mode because you don't really get any reasonable data. Okay. So, yeah, let's get this out. And thus. Okay. I might not want Madagot. I really do want to start trying out Glacius Maximus for twins, but the problem being is that I do not have a high enough level on this. I am probably waiting until it's like 11 or 12, to be honest, before I actually start playing that list. This is a hard choice. I think I'm just gonna go back to the classic, which is the Phoenix top end into just the normal such. So maybe. No, thank you with the quiz. Maybe. $4.2. I kind of want to lower it a little. Well, remember this is like 7, so okay, it's a 1 times 7. Okay. Nah. I'd rather have like a cycler. What cycler would I want though is the question. And I don't think I want this actually. If I'm using this is such a big slotted utility. This is utility. So I don't want to use something that's like that. This is tricky. I am gonna use this, but I'm gonna use a cycler over the utility. So now it's a matter of what cycler I want. It's between always these 3. I mean, for this deck at least. Don't think I necessarily need the damage, considering what's been going on right now. Though actually, if I'm worried more about Snape's, but if it's Snape Hermione, like what do I like? I have to have that game plan about which one I ban because it's like pretty consistent. You're gonna see Snape Hermione up here. Let's start with Expulso. Let's start with Expulso. Let me just double check everything. This is like all cyclers. This is kind of like what I was trying. It's just like all cyclers, and then like this. This is why I was playing the snitch in here, because I was like, oh, you snitch, you blow through your cyclers, you just blow these, but you just don't have enough action. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this accomplishes what I wanted to do, because I have these kind of protections. So I'm looking for, I think we're going to try Expulso as well, yeah. Get that in there. Okay. Minor tweaks. See how this goes. Bella. Yeah, I think we just ban Snape here. Into these 2 decks. Twins, for sure. More comfortable into both those with twins. Okay, obviously Bella, not surprising.
Are you quite sure? Don't even bother. You totem locomotor.
Sorry, these 2.
Expulso. Fantastic bomb.
Fantastic book, monster book.
Monster book.
Cornish pixies.
Walk up, get some wanding in.
Phoenix.
All right, everyone. We're in this together
I'm
now.
not sure what this guy has for companions because I haven't seen one yet, and I'm already on my second one. I know I'm
Just
twins,
another
but
sound. Augmented.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Cornish pixie. Expulso.
Manticore moves.
Monster book.
Cornish pixies.
Fantastic bomb.
That's it for me. Good luck.
Fantastic bomb. What do you want?
Nickla.
Now you're in
Cornish
trouble.
pixies. Expulso. Monster book.
yeah, this is pretty over.
Incendio.
Don't even bother.
Thunderstorm.
Augmente.
I'll get you for this.
Just get this over with. Totem locomotive.
And that's why you Aguamenti.
Fantastic. Just get this over with.
If anyone was curious why I play Aguamenti. That's a big, big reason why.
Augmente.
It's also just one of the best punishes for the
Fantastic bomb.
for going into Obscurus.
Also. Cornish pixie.
Manticore moves.
Monster book.
Cornish pixies.
Fantastic bomb. Expulso.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now. Bombastic bomb. Incendio.
Cornish pixie. Just
That's how you
get
play
this
with
over
chess.
with. Fantastic bomb.
Manticore moves.
Okay, finally on the board. Finally. Okay. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. With Harry? Nah, yeah. Still twins.
Monster book.
Are you? Don't even bother.
Atmosphere charm.
Cornish pixie. Phoenix.
Confringo.
Monster book. Expulso. Just get this over with.
Now you're in trouble.
What we work together. All right, everyone. We're in this together
Totem
now.
locomotive.
Obscurus.
I'll get you for this.
That's it for me. Good luck.
Monster book.
Monster book.
Cornish pixies.
Nebulous.
Expulso.
Okay. A little bit of a early lead for him.
Fantastic bomb.
Okay, good
Now you're
Fringo.
in trouble.
Monster book.
Okay, well now I got the lead, but that doesn't mean too much when he's Bella.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Clemente.
Ah, that was a bad angle.
That's not how you
I'll
play
get
with
you for
chess.
this.
Monster book.
Theodotum locomotor. Expulso. Monster.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Fantastic bomb. Expulso.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for. Obscurus.
Monster book. Cornish pixie.
Yep, like I said, the lead doesn't mean much of anything.
Atmosphere charm.
Especially considering the level of whale this guy is. 430 HP is kind of nuts.
Fantastic bomb. You want it. Don't even bother. Monster book.
Just another exam.
Cornish pixie. Just get this over with.
Like, I'm not trying to say I'm free to play by any stretch of the imagination, but I am nowhere near where he is in HP, and I've spent a pretty reasonable amount of money on this game.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Dang. I just find it really funny though when the whales like they try to play serious and then all they do is just they spam their money button, which is Obscurus, and then they win. It's like, oh yeah, I have a level 14 Obscurus. I'm just gonna spam this and like take half their health bar. So it's frustrating. I don't think Obscurus is really that big of a problem, except for the people who like ripped like 200-300 keys on it, or if not more. I don't think I even got to 100 on it because I was just like, there's really no point. I actually got a lot of my Obscuruses from golden keys. You know what? Let's play against Hermione. Almost assuredly gonna be Hermione. Yeah. Very good matchup spread for my Bella. Because either we get Hagrid and we have the if I remember correctly, this is the one that has the two fatties, and then those guys will be, you know, obviously it'll be Hagrid, but it'll still be like manageable because of that. Still could be either. I'm guessing Hagrid. Yeah. As soon as people be walking up like that, you know it be Hagrid. Okay. Fine with us.
Theodotum locomotor. Expulso.
Monster book.
Fantastic bomb. Watch this. Just get this over
And
with.
back up and Venom.
Oof, that's
I had an argument with somebody on the official Reddit, sorry, the official Discord, that like Venom plus
Together we can't live. All right, everyone.
that Venom and Pixies is not enough to beat Hagrid, which is so fucking funny because he's so beyond wrong. It's funny.
atmosphere charm.
Like he literally like argued until like he actually got suspended from the Discord for harassing me because he just refused to be like, he just took everything I said personally, and I'm like,
Venom.
what are you on about? Like, obviously there, like, I'm having a bit more of an advantage because, like, I'm also just pressing other stuff, but, like,
Don't even bother. Fantastic bomb.
it's just wild how, like, the people who want to complain about this game will find even incorrect reasons to complain about the game.
Atmosphere charm.
So, it is rather annoying to hear stuff like that from people who just basically say to themselves, like, oh yeah, I've just not played the game enough, but I'm going to pretend like I have.
Now you're in trouble.
Cornish pixie. Fantastic bomb. Monster book. Atmosphere charm.
It's like, just imagine how toxic you have to be to actually like be such an a-hole on Discord that you get suspended from a Discord channel. The dude is still in the official Discord bitching about stuff that has absolutely no relevance to the quality of the game. There are things to criticize this game about, but him criticizing the stuff that he's been doing in the Discord is just wild. I like hadn't been over there for a while because I just can't stand like how bad the moderation is. And I just walked in and was like, wow, there's just a bunch of people just like crying like children. And I'm not usually one of those people who says that, but like it really feels like that all the time. Snape. I really don't feel like ever playing this Snape deck right now. Like every matchup I'm seeing, I want to play either of these and I want to play a different deck that I have built. So I'm probably going to swap it out after this game. Like this game I would be interested in, well, maybe not this game in particular, but if I had banned Hagrid, I could have played something different. But yeah, seriously, go check out the official Discord if you have not, and just go look to the game feedback section, and just laugh. That's all I can really say, is that it really is that funny. That this is going to be interesting, because this guy actually has like a pretty high level on his stuff. This bomb box out of the way. Okay, so we neutralized the first push.
I've always fancied myself a knight.
Oh, wait on this. Okay. That's a pretty high level Confringo. Dang. Really need to get this Phoenix out, otherwise I'm going to like really fall behind. So. Yep, that's where we held this. Wait for it to unhinge.
If we work together, we can't
Give it
lose.
more time. Drop.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Trust me, I'll protect
Damn.
you.
That's not how you play Wizard's chess.
This guy's really invested into his Hagrid deck. It's crazy. I mean, good for him, right? You know? I mean, probably last season this person couldn't climb because everyone was banning Hagrid. But now he's probably feasting because nobody's banning Hagrid. And look at me, like, I'm just getting absolutely slapped. Okay, well, deserved. Definitely deserved. Jeez. I mean, good for that guy. I'm not even mad. Like he just invested into his Hagrid deck, and you know, it's paying off. Okay. What do I want? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, this has got to get edited. Or do I want this particular one? Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we'll run this. I gotta change that name back to 1. I don't know why I kept it as PVX. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, also, I do need to do this real quick. Use. Because it's not his deck anymore. If anyone's wondering why I named number them 1, 2, 3, is as those are the slots I use for Global Duel. So it just kind of reminds me to use them. They used to be the last 3, but then I got a 6 deck slot. So yeah, we're fine just banning that, and then we'll go into No, let's not play spam on spam. Let's not do that. It's just not really fun to play spam on spam. It's just rather boring, in my opinion.
Are you quite... Don't even bother. Acromentular venom.
Fulpa.
I'm getting fooped.
Atmosphere charm.
Bombastic bomb.
Don't foop me, bro.
Tivo's assault.
Theototum locomotor.
Matagot.
I fucking love when floopers are playable because they're so derpy, but unfortunately, like, right now is not really the time where
Pixies.
you want to be flooping.
Monster book. Expulso.
Accio.
Watch this.
Dang, that's
Call the
commitment.
leprosy over with.
I've definitely seen that play before, but I not a big fan of
I was supposed
committing
to
that much
All right, everyone. We're in
committing
this
that much
together
to her. I'd rather just play a spell in my deck. Yeah, this is probably locked up.
Fulpa.
Yeah.
Bombastic bomb.
Monster book. Expulso.
I'm just trying to poke, you
Matagot.
know, make it work. Because it doesn't even help that I also have Fire Crab and just haven't, like, the fact that I haven't had to drop a Fire Crab against the Newt deck is rather
Sorry, man.
sad
I'm
for
done
him.
for.
Firecraft.
I drop it now, but
Atmosphere charm. Stand back. Cornish pixie.
Tivo's assault.
Now you're in trouble.
oh, now he drops. Oh no, man. Yeah,
Tivo's assault.
not a fan of his build. Cause like Phoenix doesn't do what you want it to do. It just doesn't.
Charm.
Cornish pixies.
I'll get you
Cornish
for this.
pixie.
Bombastic bomb.
Expulso.
Erupt. Monster book.
Acromentular venom.
And Womp. Ooh. That game is that was a game. Just he never really got off the ground. Just kind of got swatted down. And it doesn't help that he just didn't have he didn't have like a game plan in mind. Like it just felt like he was trying to do too much. Like all at once, like just dump, 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 dump. Ooh. It's risky. You know what? YOLO. Fuck it. I'm basically gambling that this person's gonna go Hermione over Hagrid, but it's such a 50-50 that, I mean, with that lineup, I certainly hope that they're a Hagrid player. They're not a Hagrid player, but
A pugno.
oh, beautiful. Love to see it.
Firebolt.
Ashwinder. Golden slip. Monster book.
Just another exam.
Expulso. Pugno.
Cornish pixie. Niffler.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Ashwinder.
Oh, it's working.
Fantastic bomb.
I mean, it doesn't hurt that we've gotten like 30 fucking Thunderbirds.
Monster book.
Pugno. Nebulous.
I think we just regen mana here.
Thunderstorm.
Golden snitch.
What do you want? Now you're in trouble.
T-bone's assault. Corton. Cornish pixie.
Expulso.
Erumple. Niffler.
Obscurus.
T-bone's assault.
one
Three-headed
properly
dog.
holds a wand here.
Thunderstorm.
Fantastic bomb.
Expulso. I'll get you this. Nebulous.
Cornish pixie.
Obscurus. A pugno.
Irrumpent. Thunderbird.
Expulso. Thunderstorm. Nebulous. A pugno.
Outwind. Golden snip. Thunderbird. Niffler.
Expulso.
Monster book. Thunderbird.
Failure. Oh my.
Inflator.
Nebulous.
Irrumpent.
Pugno.
Ashwinder. Irrumportus.
Three-headed dog. Expulso.
You should be saying, I'm in danger.
Thunderbird.
Thunderstorm.
I gotta unbind that from my mouse.
Cornish
That is a key binding from
Obscurus.
Ashwinder.
a very different game that does not exist in emulator.
Niffler. Portus. Monster book.
Expulso.
Yeah. I don't think he's seen that before. Not many people have, so. Okay, let's keep going. I think at 7 I might take a short break and just do kind of a tier list maker for this game. Kind of talk about my opinion on the game. So just to get it down. I might cut it up and make it into a video. We'll see. Ooh, Dobby. What do I have for decks right now? I don't think I have a good Dobby deck. Actually, no, I do. Do I? But yeah, we'll do that, actually. And then, yes. So, basically, for Dobby, either you need no summons, or you need, like, way too many summons. If you're somewhere in the middle, like you're a mid-range deck, you're just gonna die. Like there's no chance. There's no chance you live.
Expulso.
So I'm just trying to cycle a bit.
Charm. You want me? Don't even bother.
Yeah, I'm looking for Fire Crab, basically. I'm waiting for Fire Crab before I kind of start pushing. Okay,
You
let's do
don't
this.
Locomoblitis.
Okay.
T-Bow's assault.
And now my goal here is to just set up Fire Crabs to just kind of make a fortress that he can't really deal with.
Just another exam.
So yeah, he's gonna have Avadas and everything, but it's not gonna really matter because he can't. He's gonna have to clear out every single one of these that I play.
Also.
So he'll have like it's gonna be tense and it's
Oh,
gonna be
this
like
isn't what the book
anxiety
said.
ridden, which is why it's just better to play like full blown spam against that deck.
Fantastic bomb.
I probably should have blocked that instead of walking the way I did.
Atmosphere charm.
So yep, next goal here is to put like another Fire Crab somewhere around here. They have a remember, Avada has a really fat hitbox, so it's extremely hard to get it to come out through stuff. And remember, that's a fully charged T-Bow's Assault, and it didn't even take out half of it. So yeah, now he has like no angle to hit me from. I can just regen my mana. Like he did pop that one, but now I just need to cycle.
Expulso.
Cycle. Cycle. Well, that's not a cycle, but still.
We worked it. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
And now I'm gonna put down another one of these. And now I should be fine.
Fantastic bomb.
Sorry, mate.
I
I'm
j-
done
I
for.
just kinda-
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Cornish pixies. Nebula.
So he did clear them out with Ron. But
Atmosphere.
I'm just dead here, unfortunately.
Yes?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Like that's one thing I didn't play around, and that's my own fault. Was the Ron jump? I really should have pushed in for it because I blanked on the fact that he had it. But like I said, it's definitely easier just to play full blown spam. But he did ban my spam deck, so there's really not much I could have done. Except for that strategy, which is rough, but I at least wanted to attempt it on stream. I've won more matches than I've lost playing the strategy. So there's benefit there to knowing it. Pretty easy Snape ban. Probably pick either deck that's not Newt in this matchup. Newt's good here, but he typically just, yeah, so let's go Twins. Don't forget to hydrate. Considering the cards I just saw flashed, pretty sure this is Hagrid. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. Backing up though, interesting. The other one was
Norwegian Ridgeback.
well.
Sidelong Argumente.
Okay. Mildly annoying, but I can work with this.
Acromantula venom. You want my? Don't even bother. Phoenix.
Definitely not my favorite matchup, but very, very winnable.
Time Turner. Monster Book. Expulso. Argumente. Fantastic bomb. Acromantula venom. Inflate.
If we work together, we can't lose.
Sidelong apparition.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Fantastic bomb. Expulso.
Well, that's annoying.
Monster Book. Norwegian Ridgeback. I'll patch you up. Argumente. Fantastic bomb. Expulso. Cornish pixie.
What do you want, Tip?
Just have to take it slow. Yeah, well, we got the egg. It's pretty
Sorry,
big.
mate. I'm done for.
Argumente.
And it's getting to a point where eating all of this is not good.
Acromantula venom.
Like, eating all this damage I'm sending at them. Yeah, now they just have to sacrifice it.
Just get this over Monster Book. Fantastic bomb.
Yep, this is pretty much game. I can't
All right,
imagine they
everyone.
come back
We're
from
in
this.
I'll
together
get
now.
you for this.
Acromantula. Argumente. Sidelong apparition.
Yep, that'll do it. Another benefit to Aguamenti, though, you don't see many solo Nevilles these days. So now that Snape's a bit more viable, he's kind of like the, you know, less than standard way to play. Neville is crazy good in duos. I have a video on my channel from back when I was duoing duos like in GM, like low GM even, and Neville's great there. I think I'd rather not play against Dobby, even if this is like Avada Hermione. I'd rather play against that. Let's go with her. Yes. Let's go with Bella.
A Pugno. Firebolt. You want my
Okay,
Don't even
front.
bother. Cornish
All right,
pixie.
everyone. We're in this
Septum
together
Sempra.
now.
Damn.
Expulso.
Okay.
Just get this over with. Expulso. Firecraft.
Sorry, mate.
Monster
I'm
book.
done for.
It's not in my expectations, but okay. Lesson learned.
A Pugno. Thunderstorm. Septum Sempra.
Okay.
Eudotum Locomotor.
Yeah. It-
Expulso.
Pretty easy
Cornish
micro there.
Atmosphere Charm.
Mainly just waiting for, yeah,
You work
that
together,
specifically.
Good luck. I'm always fun.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
I was trying to say I was waiting for,
Also. Neptune. Three-headed door. Firecraft.
so yeah, basically T-Storm doesn't do anything, because I have
That's it for me. Good
Septum
luck.
Sempra. Expulso.
these guys. Even Septum Sempra doesn't do as much.
Cornish Pixie.
Because it bounces between them.
Atmosphere Charm.
I can't take a chance with her. I already let her get one guy out. And I've taken a lot of damage because of it, in a
Septum
sense.
Sempra.
Because,
Sarcastic Bomb.
jeez. Okay, I've been kind of chilling a little bit too hard. Dang, dang. Yeah, let's get these guys out. Back over
What do
here.
you want?
Portis.
Portus.
Just another exam.
A Pugno.
Now you
Septum Sempra. Expulso.
I'll get
Cornish
you
Pixie.
this.
Expulso. Neptune. Monster Book.
Nebulous.
Portis.
Okay. Well, this is also going to heal me.
Thunderstorm.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Atmosphere Charm. Expulso.
Kind of funny how that works.
A Pugno. Firebolt. Expulso.
Yeah, I think I've just been too, like, relaxed about this game. I definitely gotta pick up the pace. Especially after getting hit by that. Jeez.
Thunderstorm. Portis. Atmosphere
It's
Charm.
winnable. I'm just not saying it's likely.
Firebolt. Acromentula Venom. Also.
Yeah, no movement. That's my own fault. I literally just was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing so good. Look at this. Look at this attack I have going," and then poof, I just realized like I'm 1,000 health down. Let's try for redemption against this Dobby deck. Assuming it's a similar Avada Dobby. Yeah, looking like Avada Dobby.
Nebulous. Acromentula Venom. Atmosphere Charm. Inflated. Are you? Obviously, you're not thinking clearly.
just another exam.
Fire trap. Look at them, Ned. Don't even bother. Never. Monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
this
gonna
isn't
lie,
what the
when I
book
see an Avada fail with Hermione down, I'm just gonna go into aggro mode. That's just kind of my indicator that I should go all out and just push.
Expulso.
So
Above now. Nitotum locomotive.
yeah, that's what I get for taking my hand off.
Monster book. Don't even bother. Acromantula venom.
Oh, all right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Fantastic bomb. Sectum symptom.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for.
Atmosphere charm. Just get this over with. Cornish pixies. Monster.
Oh, they're just conceding. I was very confused by that. I was like, oh, they're giving up.
Fantastic
Not quite sure why. I guess they just don't know how to win without Avada, which that's most people. I hate to say it. Most people who play Avada Dobby. Okay, 7 o'clock. Let me see if I can set up a scene for this. So I'm gonna go to this BRB screen for a second. Assuming that's what you guys will see. Just double checking. Make sure it's working. Yep, okay. And then if I switch, it'll probably go to a blank screen. Yeah, okay. Just go here for a second. Okay, this has most of it, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Okay. Y'all should be able to see this now. Once I hit done, at least. Oh. There we go. Having a widescreen monitor was not what I expected to mess this up like. Alright, we'll just make this work. Okay, so what I like to do for tiers is I keep D tier as is, and then I like to go with one of each, because I think this game generally, most of the cards are very viable. So this is what I like to do. So I like to have an S plus, S minus, swap this to A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, and C plus. Oh, I gotta do C plus and C minus. Okay. We'll do colors later. So basically the way to look at this is S is kind of like, you're basically inside of the tiers here is like, so each letter grade is like is generally the same, and then each separate like mini tier is power. So I generally feel like something in S is something in S tier is going to be a card that is either generically extremely strong, meaning like you really should be considering it for multiple strategies, or is something that on its own, while more narrow, is pushing a strategy in a proper direction, right? So essentially, I think, let me just briefly mute my game. I think the first thing that we can all probably agree with right now is that, for instance, I don't have Obscurus in here, actually. That's probably a big problem. Obscurus would be an S tier card. I don't know if it's S plus, because I don't think it's that, like, because it's more of one of those narrow cards. Like, the cards that are more generically powerful, those are going to get the S plus tier, unless the meta is being heavily warped around a card. So I'd probably put Obscurus in S tier. S plus is pretty much only going to be generic cards. So, for instance, Cassie. Cassie would be an S plus card. You are going to consider her in every list you make. She will either be an auto include or an auto include. You have to slightly think about it, or maybe she doesn't make the list, barely. Other things to consider in this. I don't think there's really anything else too much at this point. I think with the way the meta has shifted, I don't think there's another companion who I'm like, yeah, like, you're going to consider them for every single deck. Previously, Ron and Twins were one of those people, but now I've realized, like, they're not the end-all be-all. They're still very strong, as a matter of fact. For right now, I think these are S minus cards. I think Ron's probably still S, and so is actually. We'll put him in S for now. That's fine. Other cards to consider. Let's go over an A card. So A card is going to be something that pushes an archetype forward, right? Really progresses it forward. Really wants it to like succeed because of its existence, but it's not the main goal. Also, these are going to be your generic, very playable role players. They're not broken. They're not like, you're not every deck's going to be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for, but you're going to probably consider it. So that being considered, I put like Incendio in this list, because Incendio it's not going to be put in every list. But right now it's just very good. There's no reason to like, you'd be very hard pressed to convince someone that Incendio is a bad card. But maybe there's somebody who's like, it's because it's not a snap include, they might argue the opposite, but I did think that's kind of a fallacy. Something that might be an A minus. It's something that's in that same vein but it's just a little bit weaker than, Incendio. So I would probably put, what would I put there? Probably like Cornish Pixies. Because I think it is one of those cards in the spam decks, though right now it's a little bit worse because of Snape, but it's still, I think, an A card, a lower A. I had it as high as, I've had it an A plus since the beginning of the game, because I've been really high on this card. Like, it's a card that just pushed Bombbox forward. Like, Bombbox deck's a little bit over the top at times, but I think now with the more prevalence of Snape and people kind of understanding the game a bit more, I think it is falling. I might even be convinced it's a B plus card, but that's my opinion of her right now. I'm certainly able to change my mind over time. Let's see a B tier cards. B tier. So B tier is going to be your cards that are like, they are playable, but they are very niche. Very, very niche. Meaning there's like, you have to have a very specific strategy, and in them, they are very good. So this is like your Essence of Ditanies, right? I have to debate if it's B or if it should be, but Essence of Ditany is a big example of one of those. I think another one of those is probably in B plus tier is probably like Prior Incantado. Like in the right deck, this card's really, really good, but it's so niche because like what deck exactly wants to double a spell? It's kind of like head scratchy. C plus cards these cards are so niche that like, why? Like there's better. I mean, you can play them and you will have some success, but like, why? Just anything else, please. So the example for this is like maybe Crucio. Crucio is a card that I think you could argue up and down like this B minus C plus card, where like maybe in certain metas it's here, but right now there's really nothing to hit with this. Everybody, like there's very few Opalize, even though I do think that card is good. There's not many people playing Opali. Ron is less prevalent than ever. And a lot of the companions you want to kill, people are throwing in the way back. And you can't hit the way back with this unless you have some way of propelling it forward. Which if you're bringing Akio, maybe, but that's about it. And C minus, man. C minus. What do I think for C minus? I want to say Centaur, but I'm thinking that's more of a C plus card, actually. C minus. What do I want to say? Is there anything hot I can say? There's really nothing too spicy I can really argue for. Maybe something like Protego Diabolico. I think like it's fun. You could certainly win with it, but I just think that it's just like, because this is kind of the spell that you need to make your deck are based around, it's just like there's way better options. Similarly, I would with Fiend Fire here. Fiend Fire is extremely similar, where it's like you can play it, but like why? There are better Hagrid decks out there. Though we're kind of getting to saturation levels where Fiend Fire could be playable. We'll see. And then D being completely unplayable. The first card that like comes to mind, even though like it just recently kind of got buffed indirectly, is like Blast-Ended Scroot. Like it just doesn't do enough right now. Like just there are better options. They're just like no. Don't play this. Similarly for a companion, there's Robin. I can't imagine there's a worse companion for solo. Again, this is also going to be for solo than Robin. She accomplishes nothing. Same with Naughty. And I think that's the only, like, for now, the two that I can really think of. These are like, there's just so many better things you could be doing. If Naughty was a little faster on the tick rate, I could maybe understand playing her, but she's every 5 seconds. You're going to get a few mana back, but look how impactful all the ones that are down here are. Like, especially now that Snitch is out, and Snitch isn't on here either, obviously, because it's an older one. I don't know how to add more to it. But yeah, I would 100% go with that for my list. So okay, let's go back to we did do an S minus card. So S minus cards, I think the easiest ones to say are like pretty much like your AOE's, your forecast AOE that like really push. Though I guess more that I think about it, I feel like these cards are all kind of an A. So these are cards. So yeah, we're looking for stuff that like is kind of a more centerpiece of deck building. So I guess you probably say like Opal Eyes. This is yeah, like again, like oh yeah. Hold on, I know one that's an A minus. Where is it? Where are you? There it is. Time Turner. Yeah, Time Turner's a card that like, it's definitely like it pushes the deck and makes the deck a deck. Like without it, an Obscurus Snape really isn't what it is, obviously. And I think right now Snape is pretty good, and it's the second card that really makes Snape decks. So now we're gonna try to fill this in. I think I'm gonna go from the bottom to the top just because of how the scrolling is working. So I will come back to unplayables to see if I can think of any more. C minus. This is gonna be spiders, kind of going along with Fiendfire, like why. Unicorn, even like again, Neville's very, very weak, and like why would you play this over Egg? And there's other options that you'd rather play that are a bit stronger. The main the Dobby playing this. I understand why Dobbies play it, but I'm not a huge fan, to be honest, of this card, even in Dobby. But maybe I'm just because I'm not a Dobby player. I don't quite understand it. Protego, I think is actually unplayable. It's just too expensive. It doesn't do enough. Maybe like in duos that does a lot more because it's a lot easier to stall in duos. And there are like Neville decks that you can use this with, but it's just like there's no way that that's what you're supposed to play. Also unplayable is these. When we get the Ron Echo, that will change. This card will become probably somewhere in B tier, just because of Ron specifically. Probably high C tier, but maybe low B tier, one of the two. We'll see how powerful it is. Anything else in unplayable that I'm trying to think of? I mean, this is also like... I mean, I guess it's very, very niche. It's one deck, but I mean, I'm seeing more of it more and more used to kind of avoid puddles, mainly the Venom puddles. I could be convinced this is B minus, but I think it's just a very, very niche card that you probably should be playing something else, but it can work. It can work. Which is what C plus is. C minus is like, it can work, but like you're taking a risk. Anything else? Thunderbird goes here. I've seen it work. I think there's better options. Glacius Maximus. I think this is more C plus. Yep. Card in duels doesn't do anything. Great for adventure, but not for duels. Does basically nothing. There's so many cards I'd rather play. Howler. I think Howler's still in D tier. Just like why? Troll. This is kind of like for the people who are playing like a more, like, who have invested a lot into their troll and don't really have a high level locos for Hagrid. But like, again, like, why would you play these when loco is still very, very strong? Anything else that belongs down here? Anything C plusing? I think unfortunately right now Swoopers is a C plus. Like it definitely deserves to be better than that. It's just like right now you just don't see enough use for it. Yeah, I'm harsh on this card, but I do think that that's probably correct. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really anything else I can think of. No, I think that's one of the B minus cards. Like, I think it's usable. It's just like it's less visible. It's just not as good as the other ones. It's more generic though, fairly more generic than I would say a very niche card. It's niche, but not very niche. Yeah, I think that will do it for now. If I'm blanking on something, I guess Glacius. I'm more of a C plus on this card. I just think there's better options, but I could definitely see it being reasonable. And I want to put this because I really enjoy playing with a Robert as a main option, but I do genuinely think that generally this card is right here. It's just very, very niche, and it does need there probably is better things you could be doing. I can't be doing those because I don't have those cards leveled the way I need to, so we're running this. Portkey. is a B minus strictly because it is a revealer for fog, for spell decks that would rather have a spell than monster book. But that's gonna be weird because I mean we'll get to monster book, but I just don't think that's it's really great. But it works more because it has the versatility. It's more B minus for those decks than it is the other way around. Than it is like, you know, an unplayable card. Yeah, I forgot to put Centaur in here. That's right. I think I said I wanted Centaur. I think right now I'm okay with Centaur at C+. I think Bludger's B+. I think there's a couple decks that play it, and it's actually a reasonable role player in those decks. Kind of niche for those decks. But it works. Same with Fire Crab. I think Accio, another card that's like, I'd probably put it in B- because like you could play it in your Snape deck, but I just don't think it's really that necessary right now. Probably B+ is where I would put. I'm blank. I do not know the character names. In fact, I know the spell names. I don't know the character names. It's pretty bad. But this healing gentleman. Yeah, he's good, but there's probably better options. But he actually would be in C tier if it was not for the existence of this card. Like just the existence of Egg makes this card a B+ card, because every deck that does want to play Egg is gonna play him, and that's just how it is. I think Ventus. I used to have Ventus as high as S-. It's just B-. It's only because it's reasonable damage, but there's just not enough people playing spam, and even there's even like so many less Hagrid players now because he's not flavor of the month. So I don't think Ventus does nearly as much as it used to. I think Expel. I have had it as low as like C+, 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 but I think that with that buff, it actually is now a very reasonable role player. Actually, it might even be A-, actually, but I haven't seen enough of it. Actually, I've seen enough of it. It's an A- card. I'm not gonna ruffle it like that. I think Phoenix is one of those B- cards. I've had it as low as D, and I completely disrespected this card. The ability to pull out a card from your deck is huge. It's just massive. And the decks that it want it, it's still fairly niche, and it's not one of the more powerful cards in the B tier. I do think that it's something you need to be considering when you're playing decks that they don't have great cyclers, but they do have like long-term goals in mind, and they don't really have an 8th spell they want to play. Yep, I think this is where you put a Swelling Solution, because you don't even need it technically in Hagrid decks. I mean, you might argue that it's A- actually now because of the bomb box change. I'll put it in an A- tier because I think it was here last season for me, the end of last season, but I think it's actually in a weird way moved up because bomb box has kind of moved down. This card was up here. It's still very good. It's just no longer like one of the best cards in the game. I am kind of jumping around now, but I am kind of like losing track of my mind. Like Madagot, I think is now kind of moved down. I've had this at A+, but obviously it's moved down now that Bomb Box is a little bit weaker, so not being able to run your Madagots at your opponent in a lot of decks makes it a little bit weaker. Still a very, very strong card. We'll put probably Broom in A-, a Pugno A+, a Pixie is probably also a B-. It's probably A+. I'm gonna throw out some cards. Like, I think I've pretty much explained why most of these cards would be here, like, thoroughly. I actually really still think that Poison is S-. Venom is such a very, very strong like role player, in so many decks that you really should be considering it. The games I've played already today, like, it just melts stuff. It slows down mobs, and especially now that like Bomb Box doesn't speed mobs up, this like cripples them so much more. So I've had it here since I started playing it, like the beginning of last month, or the month before that, one of the two. Yeah, the month before that, and it's still there because now it's in a weird way gotten better. A plus, yeah. Pretty hard to argue that this is not an S tier card. Oh, I guess for B tier I could put in the companion. So I do think that Grop, Hagrid, and Kevin go here. Probably McGonagall goes here. Twins is C+, C-, playable, but like only because it is legendary, so it does have kind of juice stats if you have enough of them. Ivy, I think, is also kind of in this A+ tier, and Hermione is probably an S-. Maybe even an S. I think the addition of Obscurus helped a lot of people make that work. So we'll put her in S. Other S tier cards. I haven't seen a lot of Thunderstorm, but I still think it's the best like build around me spell in the game. And then you have Monster Book, which I think is arguably the best spell in the game. We have Locomotor. This. I do think Orb is something that you could potentially build around, or it'd be like your second option. So that's something you should be considering. Probably one of the best cards in the game just because of utility. Same thing for Niffler, just cycles. If Fog didn't not fail a lot of times, it would be higher. But because of ways of countering it, it's up there. Whereas these are pretty much the three of the best cyclers in the game, and I think this is probably arguably the best card in the game. Egg, pretty easy. S-. You can build around it, and there's reasons to do it. There's multiple ways you can build around it with Hagrid and Neville, and you could try it with Newt also, because you basically flood your opponent with mobs, and then you back this up with 1 or 2 healing spells, probably a Pisky, so you can heal it on while you're not doing much. I do think that this is moving up and up and up, but yeah, we're starting to get to a point now that with Golden Snitch, that Ashwinder is becoming very much like it might even become one of these S tier cards because it is something you can just build around and focus on. Like if anybody watched any videos leading up to playing the game or even like early on in the game to kind of learn the game, you'll probably stumble across HPMAC's videos listing out decks that that people are playing kind of in China and the Chinese servers, and there was a couple of lists that included kind of Ashwinder as like its main focus. I think we were missing McGonagall, which is a key piece of this, and we were missing Snitch. And now that we have both of those, yeah, I actually avoided Avada because I was thinking in the back of my head. I think as of right now, I think it has moved up. I was under the assumption that it would be up here. I had it here last time I checked, but I think it's B+ now. Snitch has done a lot for Dobby. Not only are there more decks that have like a summon that it can kill consistently, it also helps Dobby by having the ability to bounce around more. So that's great. A-, I would probably B+, because you only see this in Harry decks, but it's very good in Harry decks. Same thing with this, very good in your Hermione decks, but you pretty much only see it there. I'm not a huge fan of Dog right now. This is definitely an A+ card. Cards are very good. This is, again, more of a Harry card. Something you very much should be considering. And then I think these are both C+ cards, or either B- or C+ cards. Like, I could be persuaded either way. I'll probably put this in C+ right now. I just don't see its benefit, but this is a bit different because it is like an AoE AoE attacking, and it's something that you can like plant and really kind of defend as a Neville deck. I think there's enough ways of dealing with this right now that it's not that great. So after this, I would put Obscurus, and I would put Golden Snitch. Because Golden Stitch is the main reason why Dobby is a deck. It's done a lot to kind of make it good. So this is where I would put those. So that would be the tier list for now. I mean, a lot of it's initial. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would adjust. I don't think so. Nothing is really ordered in the list, but this is how I would order the cards currently. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else I would reconsider. I mean, I might argue actually that because there's less spam in the game, I would put Confringo down to A- actually. These have more generic implications, but it depends. Like, it really depends on your level, but assuming all your cards are the same level, I'd probably put Confringo down to an A- card. So I'm going to take a second and I'm going to just change up the colors, and I will kind of get going on the next grind session. So oh, I messed up the colors. Yep, because there's 3 blues, 2 greens, and yeah, that makes it work. Ba-da-da. Okay. Now, if I had social media, I would do the old Coney and say it's their problem now, but I'm not going to be posting this like that. But I will maybe make a video. Okay. There's your list. And we'll get right back to grinding. Pop this up. Back to this. I have a feeling that it's possible that my plugins for my stream aren't working. There's also supposed to be a chat box here. Obviously, no one's chatting. So if anyone sees this in the future and wondering why is there just a black box in the corner, this is just my really basic rudimentary setup. I know I can do better than this, but I just kind of wanted to get going and start streaming. All right, quick key open. An epic. Beautiful. Unfortunate. What's up, Sharkman? Yeah, I don't think my chat box is working. It's supposed to be like right at this bottom. Oh, there it is. There we go. It's not popping up on my screen though, like on my Streamlabs. It's kind of weird. So interesting. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate a little bit. My plan is to go until 10 Eastern, so another 2.5 hours. After that, I will probably jump off, make sure to grab the monster book, which if you are watching and you are on NA, go grab your monster book. It's in the History of Magic room. It's Wednesdays, my friends. juice the volume a bit more. Yeah, let's play against a spell deck here.
Pugno! Expulso!
You want... Don't even bother! Atmosphere charm! Firecraft!
Nebulous!
Acromantula venom!
Incarcerate!
Just another spam.
Whizbang!
A Pugno!
Just get this over with!
Expulso!
Also,
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Okay. Pretty early.
fantastic bomb!
Expulso! Incendio!
Piatotum locomotor!
Thunderstorm!
I'm always fun. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Walking forwards, try to get this guy on top.
Acromantula venom!
That's not how you play wizard's chess.
Gotta love it when they use whiz bang to clear.
Firecraft!
A Pugno!
Cornish pixies!
Incendio! Expulso!
Sure.
Atmosphere charm!
Nebulous!
Expulso!
Thunderstorm!
Monster
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Firecraft!
What do you... Now you're in trouble.
Cornish pixies!
Whizbang!
That's bold to go for a push like that.
Expulso!
Expulso!
Monster ball!
Pugno! Thunderstorm!
Atmosphere charm! Cornish pixie!
Yeah, that's what I said. It was bold. Hey, Sharkman. Talk to you later. I don't know how long ago that was, but I apologize for not seeing it. I do wish I could play like actual music, but unfortunately YouTube is pretty stingy on that, so can't really do that. Yeah. I'd rather take no, because I think I'm better off playing that card into him than the other card. He's basically like, my Bella is not that well suited for mirror matches, so I'm better off actually playing Newt into Hagrid than risking it, because I'm pretty sure I get a good choice on my part, because I would have got rolled over by like most Bella decks. He's just gonna let me generate mana? Shit. Okay.
Ashwinder Cornish pixie! Don't even bother! Inflating! Fantastic bomb! Erupting! Atmosphere charm! Niffler! Nibble! Ashwinder! Thunderbird! Monster Ball! Manticore Moon!
Now you're in trouble.
Fantastic bomb.
Clear that guy out.
Just another exam.
Thunderbird into Thunderbird, I'll take it.
Niffler. Magical move. Ashwinder. Golden
I'll get you
Snip.
this.
T-Bow's assault.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Rumpel. Obscurus. Inflated. Niffler. Antipodean Opalon. Niffler.
This is how one properly holds a wand here.
Rumpel. Cornish Pixie. Inflated. Niffler. Rumpel.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Thunderstorm. Ashwinder. Rumpel.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for.
Cornish Pixie.
Not my finest
We're
hour.
pushing.
Monster Bug.
We're pushing. Push, push, push.
Atmosphere
Push,
Charge.
push, push.
Obscurus. Golden Snip. Thunderbird. Magical Move. Rumpel. Niffler. Inflated. Monster.
Oh, the prediction! Yes! My cat is asking for attention. I did feed him, just in case. But he still is too much of a mama's boy to not come over. I'll take a quick second and see if anyone on House Channel wants to jump in. Yep, take the same avenue. Beautiful. Once again predicted.
Monster book. Atmosphere charm.
Golden Snip. Rumpel. Fantastic
Augmenting.
bomb. Inflated. T-Bow's assault.
Just another exam.
Thunderstorm. Monster Bug.
Obscurus.
Cornish Pixies.
Well, this is mildly annoying.
Ashwinder.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
What do you want?
Atmosphere charm.
Now you're in trouble.
Fantastic fun. T-Bow's assault. Niffler.
Orb of water.
Inflating.
Did he just die? He had like 1500 HP and then just died. I'm actually gonna watch my own replay. What the hell? Like I'm watching it from my YouTube window 30 seconds to the past. He hit like 2000. And then yeah, he just, oh my goodness, just ate so much damage. He just died. Jeez. That's crazy. Jesus. My cat's like so comfy that he almost fell off my desk. Like what? I think we ban Bella and go for twins or Bella into these desks. If I get up to like 8600, I'll be very happy for the day. You know, like 3-4 hours of grinding ish to get to 8600 from 82 something. Because like the first games were kind of throwaway because I wasn't really warmed up, but it's kind of a John. So I don't know. I think regardless, I want to get this down as soon as possible. Ashwinder. Okay, this is almost assuredly Newts.
Fantastic bomb.
Fulper. Thunderbird.
Expulsor.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Monster bomb. Cornish pixie. Just get this over
Okay, good early start for my opponent.
I'm always fun. If we work together.
Okay, this
All
should
right,
clear.
everyone. We're in this together now.
Fantastic bomb.
Monster book.
Acromantula venom.
That's it for me.
Okay, so now I have to kind of make a comeback, but it's kind of expected against Newt that you're going to have to make a comeback. Just a matter of can you hold.
Totem locomotive.
Ashwinder. Fantastic bomb.
Expulsor.
One's up. Fulper.
What do you want? Now you're in trouble. I'll get you for this.
Cornish pixie.
It's rough.
Inflate.
Fantastic bomb.
Jeez, this is very rough.
Cornish pixies.
Augmented.
Matador. T-Bow's assault. T-Bow's assault. T-Bow's assault.
Acromantula venom.
Well played. Honestly, like, stacking up, I did not expect that. Jeez. Okay, well, GG. GG. Fooper helped them there. I mean, again, it's very rare that it actually is relevant, but trying to think what I did wrong there. I think it was just kind of a little bit of like, I didn't use Venom. That's kind of what it was in the early, yeah, that early fight there, I didn't use Venom. That's what it was, that first scrap. And I think I lost too much health there, and I wasn't able to convert. Yep. Yep. Bell it up. But yeah, getting to 8600 would be more than satisfactory for today. So, yeah. So, first things first, drop a fire crab.
Expulso.
That's fine.
Fantastic bomb.
Phoenix.
Cornish pixies. Look at them. Don't even bother. Also,
Just another example.
atmosphere charm.
Inflatus.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Acromantula venom.
Tivo's assault.
Fantastic bomb. Cornish
Expulso.
pixies. Expulso.
Did he whiff?
Inflatus. Like we worked together. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Don't even bother. Atmosphere charm.
That's not how you play wizard's chess.
Acromantula venom. Just get this over with.
Tivo's assault.
Fantastic bomb. Cornish pixies.
Expulso.
Firecraft.
Fortress.
Expulso.
Tivo's assault.
Theodotum locomotor.
What do you want? Now you're in trouble.
Fantastic bomb.
Expulso.
Cornish pixies.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now. Inflatus.
Get me out. Get me out. I have no movement.
Firecraft. Acromantula venom. Just get this over with.
Tivo's assault.
I'll get you for this.
Atmosphere charm. Expulso.
Expulso.
Cornish pixies.
Inflatus. Obscurus.
Firecraft. Monster book.
Whew. Whew, whew, whew. That was close. But that's generally how that works. It's always tense, but you generally win. Generally, it's a win. Yep.
Troll.
Yep. Here's the troll.
Ashwinder. Inflatus.
Monster book.
Monster book.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now. Fantastic bomb.
Cornish pixies.
Swelling seed. Niffler. That's not how you play wizard's chess.
It'll be interesting if I start getting people trying to like snipe me, and they're just like, I don't think anyone is, but like they're like, Yeah, that tier list is bullshit. I'm trying to prove a point. It's just kind of funny though that I've run into like 2 different things that I've kind of said are like pretty mediocre,
Inflated.
and that there's better things you can be doing. And like just because you have success with it doesn't mean there aren't better things you can be doing. Like I just think that's always something that people like refuse to like acknowledge. Also, this is literally like one of the better matchups for
Don't have time
this
for
deck
you anyway.
specifically.
Help is
Okay, not really, not
You want?
okay. Well,
Now you're in trouble.
I really do feel called out,
Cornish
but it's like
fantastic bomb. T-Bow's assault. Fantastic bomb. Ashwinder. Niffler.
I'll get you for this.
T-Bow's assault. Good luck.
Swelling seed.
Inflated.
Bombastic bomb.
Cornish pixies. Fantastic bomb. Monster bomb.
Atmosphere charm.
yeah, it is what it is. Oh well. I mean I put my hand in the cookie jar too many times, picking Newt. Like in that specific position. Debating what I would want to swap if I was going to swap again. I'm just not feeling like I'm not. I mean, maybe I just want to go back to Hagrid. I really haven't been feeling the Newt decks, or this deck. Yeah, what do I have for Hagrid Echoes? Nah, that doesn't have any potential. Be this one. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's try this. Let's just get the obvious cards in here. Which would be this. Seriously considering this. Level 14. Let's give this a whirl. Oh, this is a pretty easy Snape hit. I want to give this a rough test. So if I fail, I fail. Oh, I forgot to switch the freaking summons.
Yototum Locomotor. Time Turner. Thunderbird. Swelling Solution. Don't even bother. Never. Fantastic Bomb. Litany. Incendio. Fire, just get this over with.
Nice.
Erumpia Totem Locomotor. Thunderbird. Atmosphere Charm.
What do you want? Now you're in trouble.
Never. Swelling Solution. Fantastic Bomb.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Whomping Willow. Incendio.
That's it for me. Good luck.
Fire.
Man, this is already. I mean, to be fair, this is a very easy this is the easier matchup, but it feels good.
Essence of Dittany. Thunderbird.
Like it feels like it has a concrete plan. Seems to make sense.
Norwegian Ridgeback.
Well,
Monster Blip. Fantastic Bomb. Swelling Solution. Incendio. Whooping Willow.
Stand back.
Time Turner. Yototum Locomotor. Atmosphere Charm. Acromentula Venom.
Not my finest
Essence of
hour.
Dittany. Fantastic Bomb. Monster Bug. Fire Trap. Incendio. Erump.
okay, I could definitely still lose this. For sure.
Yototum Locomotor. Whooping Willow. Thunderbird. Niffler. Time Turner. Fantastic Bomb. Essence of Dittany. Swelling Solution. Firecraft. Acromentula Venom. Incendio.
Yeah, it was probably a mistake, and I'm probably gonna die because of it. So I got arrogant.
Yototum Locomotor.
Wow.
Fantastic Bomb. Swelling Solution. Charm. Essence of Dittany. Acromentula Venom. Firecraft. Incendio. Time Turner. Monster Bug.
Well played by the new player. I was like, oh, I'm just winning, and then nope, not winning. I'm just dead. Jeez. Deserved, honestly. I took my foot off the gas and gave him a window of opportunity to get open. I mean, to be fair, there was also kind of an issue of not having the right last summon, but that doesn't really mean anything. That wasn't really what determined it. So... here, what'd I go for? Let's do the run back. This is the same. If this is the same person, I would do the salty run back. Bella Bella.
Niffler.
Just another exam.
Thunderstorm. Acromantula venom. Incendio. Incendio.
Oh, this isn't what the book said.
Manticore moves. Fantastic
Totem
bomb.
locomotor. Fantastic bomb.
Acromantula venom.
Thunderbird.
Incendio.
Niffler.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now. Bludgeon.
Incendio.
What do you want? Now you're in trouble.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for.
The totem locomotor.
I'll get you for this.
Fantastic bomb. Swelling solution.
Acromantula venom.
Thunderbird.
Monster book. Fantastic bomb.
Acromantula venom. Monster bomb.
Bludgeon.
This is how one properly holds a wand, dear.
Manticore moves.
The totem locomotor. Swelling solution.
Acromantula venom. I'm always fun. All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Fantastic bomb.
Failure? Oh my.
Monster.
That's it for me. Good luck. Obscurus. Incendio.
Yep. Some more water in here. Okay, let's make this work.
The totem locomotor. Thunderbird.
Orb of water.
Niffler. Fantastic bomb.
Monster book.
Swelling solution.
Whiz
Monster
bang.
bomb.
Fantastic bomb.
Cornish pixies.
Totem locomotor. Niffler.
Matagon.
Fantastic bomb.
What do you want? Now you're in trouble.
Swelling solution.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Incendio.
That's it for me. Good luck.
Totem locomotor.
Inflators.
I'll get you.
Feels bad this is how I have to get a win to get out of my slump that I've been having these past few games.
Thunderbird.
Against someone who just, like, more or less has no chance. Like, I could... I don't think...
Fantastic bomb.
I mean... This is bad, but I'd probably just have to have a stroke at the keyboard
Totem locomotor.
for them to have a chance.
Fantastic bomb.
Acromantula venom.
Matagon.
It's like kind of an extreme thing to say,
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
but it's really, it's unfortunate. It's the unfortunate truth.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for.
Cornish pixies.
Thunderbird.
So,
Orb of water.
Monster book. Incendio.
Defeat is only temporary.
Totem locomotor.
Carry on.
Acromantula venom. Fantastic bomb.
Monster book.
The totem locomotor.
Whiz
Swelling
bang.
solution.
Matagon. Fantastic bomb.
Monster book.
Cornish pixies.
Incendio.
Monster book.
Acromantula venom. Fantastic bomb. The totem locomotor.
Whiz bang.
okay, if I lose,
Fantastic
it's deserved. Unbelievable. That's actually a bit tilting, because, like, that deck doesn't make any fucking sense, but I just, like, I almost, like, felt bad, so I just put my foot off the gas. That's crazy. It's my own fault, though. Because once you start saying that, like, oh yeah, this person has no chance, then that's when you just take your foot off the gas and you lose. It is what it is, though. It happens. Snape. Let's get rid of Snape. Oh, it's this guy.
Expelliarmus. Bewitched snowballs.
Fire crab. Look at the
Expulso.
mess.
Don't even bother.
Fantastic bomb.
Okay.
A pugno.
Cornish pixie.
It's a little strat you can do. You can tap your
Don't even bother.
Superfire.
your companions over the line if you need to.
Acromantula venom.
Expelliarmus.
Just get this over with.
Atmosphere
Bewitched
charm.
snowballs.
Just get this over with.
I fucking love. Oh my
Bewitched
god.
snowballs.
The
Expulso.
totem locomotor.
I mean, if I ever do get to fucking talk about this guy, it's gonna be great.
Monster book.
Cause
All right, everyone.
he is
together.
unaware of, like, how much of a loser he is, in my opinion. So it's okay. It really does suck, though, that I've been harassed so much by people of this community that, like,
Property holds a
I only keep playing out of, like, spite for them, for the fact that they exist.
pugno.
Sorry, mate. I'm done for.
Atmosphere charm.
So
Failure? Oh my.
so it's one of the ways I do wish this game would improve is with
The Atoto Locomoto.
it's kind of accepting either A, it's a child-friendly game, or B, about 30, or B, about 30 other
So
things.
mention of that monster book. Fantastic fun.
Now you're in trouble.
Cornish pixie.
Because you can't constantly be saying that, like, the amount of moderation that's done in-game to kind of hamper, like really,
I'll get you for this.
Atoto Locomoto.
like, just really terrible, like even, like, minor things, like the fact that we can't say anything about the LGBT community in game because it's deemed inappropriate for children, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But this guy can promote Andrew Tate in Discords. It's pretty funny. Like I just like whenever I see certain people, I just really just get discouraged. I usually just stop playing. There's a bunch of them out on ladder that I just do not like playing against, just because they are awful people outside of the game. So. Man. I do know the goal was to go for 4 hours, but I'm just bummed out. So hopefully if anybody jumps by to check the VOD, they'll understand why I jumped off. At some point I do want to talk about the kind of like blatant like harassment and discrimination against women in this game, like in like the top echelon of clubs, and against people who identify as queer identities. It's pretty bad. It's actually really, really bad. And I'm just kind of done with people being put on a pedestal. Because even though they've done really terrible things. So that's for another time. I don't think this is the right place to do it, but I'm very, very frustrated with that. So I'm gonna sign off. I did climb about only like 100 points today, so it is what it is. I was higher. I was like 85 almost, 84.5. But we'll get back at it tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow for probably another stream. I'll probably schedule it sometime beginning of the day. All right, catch everyone later.